Lord Megatron, I have tried to find the cube. And yet he's failed us once again. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Duncan Hoover, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 07 Voyager class Starscream and the Studio Series 07 Starscream. But before I do, I want to get a bit of thanks out of the way. Mr. Dratinimew has linked us Mr. 0607 here. And we're going to start the review off with the Starscream. Now, obviously, as this is the Dorito Starscream, we all know him because he turns into an F-22 Raptor. But, my lord, the first toys was loaded with such gimmicks and such things, you can see he's basically a brick. And doesn't really resemble an F-22. It's an F-22, but if enlarged. Visible leg syndrome, and of course, visible head syndrome. Now, accessory-wise, he does come with these missiles that do plug into here. I'm not going to put them in here because these guns are quite firing, but you can store all three of them in these little slots here, but they will fall out. And he comes with 6 missiles. That's about it. Let's get down to transformation. So first of all, you want to untab the arms. They tab onto this little post, and yup. They just go into the little hole above the screen. We're also going to deal with the legs. You're going to unfold the knees. Also going to bring up this part here. You're going to unfold this tab, this panel. First, this is going to allow you to bring the legs forward on the sliding joint, rotate them around, and bring them down. Second first is much like the first. You also want to untab them, and it's because these little tabs here go into these little tabs up on the back here. So now you've got that done. You want to come to the bit here, you want to unfold it. You also want to come to the wings here, you're going to unfold them. Then you are going to bring the arms down. These black joints can go down so far because this is going to allow you to bring these up, bring up and fold down the wings, the tail fins, the horizontal stabilizers, and you're going to weasel your way as to fold this part up. It's on a double hinge system there. You're also going to fold this part down. You bring this up. You're also going to slide the chest parts here. You're going to rotate these out of the way and bring them down. Bring down the cockpit. Fold these back under the chest part. You're going to fold the tail, the vertical stabilizers. Bring them back and fold the wings up like so. Just to bulk out the torso. Then you're going to bring the legs forward. Fold this part up. And the little post here is going to go into that hole in the back there. Come back to the tail, the vertical stabilizers, and bring them down. Rotate the arms and fold them down. You can bring out these soft, rubbery parts here. In fact, the instructions actually do say to. You want to fold these parts up and bring the arms down. But Lord, have we not finished with Chunk? Scream. You're going to rotate the knees 180, or 90 degrees. You're going to bend them down, and it's 07 Chunk. And go, oh Lord, he coming. Again, this chunky boy is girthy. And as you can see, very simplistic, even for a 07 movie bot, which everybody complained were very problematic. Articulation-wise, his arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. You get a bicep swivel. You get a bend at the elbow, and when you bend it, you can actually have a look at the gear assembly, and you can spin the wheel on the arm here that you can drag along, and rotate the arms around to mimic him firing his blasters. Pew, 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 pew. No waist joint. His legs can go forward that far. You can go back quite a bit further. They go out slightly. This just due to this assembly's awkwardness. You get rotation at the knees, and you do get to bend at the knee, this knee, and a little bit of foot bendage due to transformation. And of course, you can load the missiles in and fire them, but this is not my figure, as I mentioned before, Dratinimew's figure, I'm not going to do that, because if I lose them, it's going to be a pain in the ass trying to A, replace them, and B, find them. So that is 07 Chonk Scream. Now, we would never see Dorito Starscream again until a movie masterpiece. And of course, oh, and yes, by the way, one thing I want to mention is that missile holders can pop out and you can use them. And of course, Studio Series, re-releasing our chunky boy into a more believable F-22 Raptor. Now, for those of you who do not know, the F-22 Raptor at the time of 2007 was the most advanced military fighter, multi-role fighter in the United States Air Force. So it was what Starscream used. And of course, you can fold the landing gear up into here and here, and up in the front here. And it's a gorgeous looking Ultimo. Of course, if we just move the weapon, that's the only accessory you get. They did re-release this once more in the Revenge of the Fallen color scheme, where it's a desert and with Cybertraining glyphs on it. And it does come with the buzzsaw. But I know there's an upgrade kit that gives him his miniguns. So, let's transform Starscream, shall we? First of all, you want to fold down the tail fins. You want to pop this back assembly up. That's just going to free a lot of stuff. You're going to come to the wings, and you're going to fold them up. You're going to come to the underside now, and fold out this part. You're also going to fold out this part up. Fold up the arms. Then you are going to straighten the arms, pull them up and out. Then you're going to rotate them up and fold them out. Like so. We're going to leave the arms alone. You want to actually rotate them all like that, so they're all straight. Come to the wings now. You're going to unfold this assembly and fold the wings up. We're also going to unfold this assembly. Now, one thing I'm going to mention right off the bat now. These two parts will pop off on you if you are not careful. If you come to the back, fold down this tab, you can rotate the entire nose cone down. Fold up that assembly. Fold up this assembly. Bring over and fold down, because you're going to angle this port in here, this port here, onto that tab in the middle there. And that is going to bulk out not only his torso, but his arm, but keep his wings in place. Come to the arms and rotate them all out and down, like so. Now we are going to take the weapon and got to move the camera over here a bit more, because I keep thinking it's like that. You're going to take these two posts, and they're going to fit into there, like so, with friction grip. Now we come to the legs. As I said before, you are going to untab this part and then on this double hinge here, fold it up, and these two tabs, which were discovered by the horizontal vertical stabilizers, are going to tab into the back of the wings on two posts. That's going to give you enough clearance to fold out the legs, fold them down, and fold out the toes, like so. And we have Dorito Scream. And it's an alright figure for a Voyager. I do love the movie one colours. Like these colours are gorgeous. The blues, silvery, greys, and the greys. You can close here on that hip sculpt. You can tell it's Starscream, and he's about to tell you, "I failed." I believe this guy shares the same voice as some other famous kid show. But now let's get down to articulation, shall we? Lance, his head is on a swivel joint. I can do a full 360. There is a bit of a hinge joint, so we can look up. Go, maybe if I hadn't betrayed Lord Megatron, I'd still be able to do things. Arms can do a full 360 up at the shoulder joint here. They can go in and out. You get a bicep swivel here. Double bend at the elbow. And of course, the hand is on a ball joint, so it can do a full 360. No waist articulation, as you saw. Legs go forward that far, legs can go back that far. They can go forward this far at the knee and back that far at the knee. Get a swivel at this knee and forwards and backs, and there we have it. So that has been Movieverse 07 Voyager Starscreams, both from 2007 and a couple of years ago. If you'd like to see me review all of the 07 Transformers that I can get my hands on, then I can do it. The figures that I am missing from the Studio Series 07 line are Bone Crusher, Megatron, Jazz, Ratchet, Ironhide, and, of course, Optimus Prime. I do have a Blaze One does have a Bumblebee somewhere, and the Transformers I do have a Grindor, which is the only one I've got, and then Blaze One does have, as I said, Bumblebee, Brawl, and what was the other one? We don't have Barricade. And we do not have Barricade, unfortunately. So, that has been... So, this is Duncan saying G1 Spirit, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!